Excellency Xavier Bettel, Prime Minister, Minister of State, Minister for Communications and Media, and Minister for Religious Affairs of the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg. I invite him to address the General Assembly.
Mr. President, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I must say that I'm particularly moved to be speaking to you here today. I recall that last year we all had to speak to each other through computer screens, unable to interact and be unable to react. And in my message, I expressed the hope that we would soon be able to see each other in person. We are doing that now, even if it is in hybrid mode, but we are seeing each other. We're coming closer together. And if we are now able to speak from this rostrum, it is thanks to the devotion, the perseverance, and the ingenuity of all of those who have worked tirelessly over the past year and a half to stem, slowly but surely, the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm referring to the scientists, the researchers, the doctors, the healthcare personnel, and all of those who made it possible for us to survive. And who could have known 12 months ago that many effective vaccines against the coronavirus would have been developed so quickly so that we could get together. New York, which was hard hit by the pandemic, this week has yet again become the capital for multilateral diplomacy and action. However, we do note that many statements are being delivered by video and events are taking place virtually. So that's proof that we will not be returning to the pre-COVID conditions anytime soon. We all know full well the pandemic is dragging on and its socioeconomic impact is still being felt by all of our peoples. 4.5 million people have succumbed to the virus. 124 million people have now been plunged into extreme poverty. School children have lost more than 1.8 billion hours of in-person learning due to the pandemic. Mr. President, I'll speak about hope a little later on, but education is part of the hope that many people have. So the pandemic has forced us to recognize the urgent need to change the way we do things. Business as usual is no longer an option. We must bolster our collective action within the multilateral system with, of course, the United Nations at the very heart. Mr. President, Luxembourg congratulates you on your election, and you can count on the support of our delegation in carrying out your very important mandate, and I thank you very much for taking the time this morning to have an exchange with me and to allow me to speak about hope, which I will address a little later on in my statement. You determined the theme for this assembly should be one of hope, and I think that's a wise choice. It's a wise choice because today we hear news that gives us countless reasons to lose hope.